Zombie apocalypse.
Hello everyone, today we're back in Animal Simulator. You guys really like the Animal Simulator videos, so I am doing another one, and this one is actually going to be about PvPing in Animal Simulator. But before we do that, I do want to say I am posting on this day because I am going to be celebrating my birthday that's coming up. So yeah, my birthday is going to be soon. If you guys want to wish me a happy birthday in the comments, you can. But other than that, let's get right into this video. So, basically, I'm going to show you guys the different ways to PvP, like the best ways to PvP and the worst ways to PvP. And the one that is common is not using animals, and it's just basically like doing this. And so like if you're PvPing, you would be like doing this. And I also use shift lock because like shift lock is it's going to help you in PvP, and instead of like being in first person, because if you're in first person and they're just gonna like be able to trick you and you won't be able to spin around fast enough to get them. So if you're like using shift lock, you can have your screen out further so you could actually see what's going on behind you too. So that's why I use shift lock. So what you do is just fight as human and not animal, and this is basically how I would do it. Like we could go try it on the boss over here. And people will also like lay down when they're PvPing because they will do that to like for if someone is using the fireball, then you lay down and the person misses because you lay down. So that's why people do that. Now you can also like not use shift lock and fight like this too. And it is going to be harder on phone, but there is a lot of people that actually do it on phone. But it is more difficult on phone. Now, I personally cannot do it on phone. But yeah, this is how you would do it if you weren't on phone, and if you weren't using shift lock. But also, you can use the mouse to actually point where you want to hit, like that right there. And with shift lock, you actually have to move your character to be able to hit. So it is actually harder to hit with the fireball, unless you're like doing like more like up close combat like this. But if you're against someone that is like more of a like this type, then you can't really like use this technique against them. It'll be harder, so that's why you kind of have to use the same technique that they're using. Like if they're more using fireball and not hitting, then you can use the same technique that they're doing, but also still use the other techniques like laying down and whatever. But if someone is using like a different technique against you, you can counter that by using the same technique as them but better. So that's kind of what I do. So I also have like the animals, and I do have the Game Pass ones, so I will show you the Game Pass ones to use. But first I will show you the free ones that people normally use, which if you're in a clan versus clan PvP, then a lot of people will use like the giraffe, because if you're a smaller animal, then it'll be harder to hit the giraffe because the giraffe can be farther back than you are, because they can hit you from like this far away. Let's see, like the hit goes to like here. That's where that goes to. So it is a little bit farther range than like a monkey. Now, people will also use the monkeys too, and I will sometimes use the monkeys. Like, if I ain't using the human, I'll use a monkey, because, like, if you're in a clan versus clan, then you're gonna want to have to be able to eat too, because there's gonna be a lot of people that are higher level than you are, so they'll do a lot of damage, and that's why you also want to be able to, like, at least eat. But normally, I'll be honest, in battles, I actually never eat. Like, it's rare for me to actually eat when I'm in a battle, because I do die, but I can stay long. I can stay alive longer because I'm good at PvP. So I don't even eat. I just PvP. But also, if you're like, let me show. No one actually uses dragon. They use the draft because it's different. Now there's also people that are just annoying and end up using these birds right here. And with the birds, they'll like do a dive bomb like this and then go out and just do that. And that's how they would PvP, or just like do this right here. Just use a fireball and fly around. But that is more annoying PvP, and you shouldn't do that if you're against someone that is doing that. It's hard to PvP in the air, but I'm good enough that I can actually like go against people in the air, and I'm better than them. But there's other ways that you can also attack them, like using a dragon against, if they're like using a bird, then you can do like use a dragon, because it's easier for you to actually hit them. But the downside is it's also easier for you to get hit. So it's better to just use the same thing that they're using. Or like example, if you like have the horse that flies, like over here, if you have like one of the horses that fly, now this right here is actually pretty good, because some people do your some people do your I was trying to say some people use horse PvP, but I accidentally said some word. I don't know, I made up a word. But some people do use like horse PvP because it's pretty good PvP too. But one animal that I do normally use is going to be this right here, which is the Game Pass one, because it's pretty good to like do the PvP with this right here. And I like the weapon and the aura around it. It's pretty cool. So I do like this PvP with the ping one more. It's more better in my opinion, and it's also better against like if they're using a monkey or a human or something else. And if you're against another ping one, then they might be as good as you or not as good as you. It kind of depends. But if they are better than you, then you could use like a bigger animal and annoy them that way. But I like to challenge myself and go up against people that are better than me, and I do normally win, but sometimes I will lose. Like, you win and lose. But if you're more like in a clan battle that has like 10 people against 10 other people, then you could use the ping one, but I don't suggest that you do use it if they have like the giraffe. But if some do actually have like monkey or other smaller animals, then it would be pretty good. But also, if you're going to actually use a ping one against a giraffe, then you can actually like jump around, so maybe they'll miss their shots. that's a different way you could do it, is just jump around. And they might end up missing more than they normally would. Now, also, some people might use like the elephant or something. Like they turn into the tank and hit like this. Some people might do this, and this is pretty good to PvP too, as the elephant. And it might be more good to go against the draft, but it's better to have draft against draft, because like it's better to have the bigger animals against the bigger animals, because this draft does the range more. Like, let's see here. Like, look at that. I can hit it from right here. So I can hit it from right here. And if I was a dragon, so I'm standing right here, you see? Now, if I was like this dragon right here, and I go to that same spot that I just was, I can't hit it. I ain't able to do that. And then if I go to, like, say, this right here, and change into this, well, actually, I need to do this, and then do that. I can't hit it here. So, yeah, as you see, the draft has the best range. That is confirmed. Because, like, if I use this right here, I ain't gonna hit it from here. Because the draft has pretty long legs, so that's why it's able to hit it from, like, right here. Now, it is kind of, like, a little bit ahead of right there, as you see, but it does have long legs, so that you can see that's why it's hitting it. And there's also the way to, like, use a snake against a penguin or something, and it also has a glitch where you can just fly, basically. If you're on computer, you could do this, and it is actually pretty annoying, but this is also another way to PvP people, because it's harder to hit the snake, because you might try hitting it back here, but you can't actually hit it from there. You can only hit it, like, from the around the head area. So that's another thing about the snake, is if you don't know the actual hitbox on it. So if you're like you could do like emotes or something, like spider, or something that makes your like right here go under the ground or something. Like, there's different ways that you could do that. But yeah, that's another thing. And then there's also, like, other animals that you could use, but I don't actually use any of these other animals. But something I will use sometimes is actually the cat. Because, like, the cat just has cool PvP, because it does this cool kick right here. Like, karate kick style. So I really like the cat PvP. So I do PvP with the cat sometimes. And you could also, like, do what you normally would as a human, is lay down, so they miss their shots more. And jump around too, but I don't jump around because that's more just annoying. So that's something I don't do. But yeah, that's the different ways to PvP in Animal Simulator, and there is a lot more ways to PvP, but this is just the things that I do recommend more, is PvP like this. And there's also the kangaroo PvP. And kangaroo PvP is actually pretty good too, because it does, like, karate stuff too, so I like this too. And it's just as good. Like, it's actually better than doing, like, the monkey and stuff. But yeah, there's other ways and other animals you can use for PvP, but I don't suggest using something like a tiger. Even though I would like to use a tiger, but it's just not gonna be good for PvP. So that's why I don't do it. Also, if you're trying to AFK, the normal way to AFK is use this animal here because it hits faster than the other ones, and it also people might try using it for PvP, but it would not be good for PvE. It's just more used for getting levels. And sometimes people might use like this right here, which I don't have this on this account, but I do have it on my main account. But yeah, you can use like these right here, and these right here are going to basically be invisible, but people are going to still see like this right here and this right here. So that's how people can still see you, but also it's not actually basically it's not fully invisible. You can still see it a little bit. It's just more harder to see. So that's also sometimes good for PvP, but also another way to PvP, let me just reset here. If you're in a big battle against other clans, some people are going to use a pet. So I do suggest using like a big pet at least, because it will take half the damage, and like they'll hit the pet and not you, because you can do damage to the pet even though it doesn't actually kill the pet. The pet can't die, but you can. So it's more of like using a shield. So it is pretty cool to be able to do that. Like here, let me show you. Yep, there it just hit the pet and not me. But it doesn't really work all the time. Like right there, it's hitting the pet, but I am also getting hit sometimes. So it doesn't really work all the time, but it does help a little bit if you want to use it if you're trying to PvP as a human. And you can't actually eat. With animals, you can eat, but with human, you can't. Now, people do try actually, like, using, like, they grab this right here, and this does not work. People think it actually will heal you back, but no, it does not work. Some people do think it does, but it doesn't. It's, only works with the animals, and you eat the food that's right here. But yeah, that's the different ways to PvP. In my opinion, the penguin is the best PvP animals to use, but some people do have their other opinions. And also, the pro way to PvP is just as a human, but some people like to PvP. I don't know what I just said. Some people like to PvP differently, but yeah. This is just what I wanted to get into in this video, because you guys like the Animal Simulator videos, so I wanted to do another one, but this one about how to PvP in Animal Simulator, different ways too, and yeah, just want to get through everything. But hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like down below. But it is time for the outro now. Alright everybody, so thanks for watching this video. You made it to the end. It really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. Do make sure to check out the links down below. You find the game link in the description below, as well as my Roblox group, I make shirts, pants, and t-shirts, as well as my second channel. So do go check those out, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and you get a notification when I upload a video. And really do love the support, so thanks for that. But bye everyone, stay awesome.